going to send pork chops, I had to send Rastelli because they've been in business for 40 years. This is Ray Rastelli. He's our personal butcher now here at QVC. His business he started 40 years ago when he was of the tender age of 2.
Yes.
And he brings us this amazing brand new offer today. These are the Black Angus Ribeyes. Now, I know a lot of you have been waiting on the ribeyes. You've been wondering when we were going to bring in Rastelli ribeyes. They are here. And we should also say we are debuting Mr. Rastelli for the first time, your seasoning packet. I'm sprinkling it on the steak as we speak.
Yes, and that's a special seasoning that we've developed over the course of years that our customers just love, and now we've brought it to the QVC viewers.
And
so
you notice it says signature steak seasoning from Rastelli. So this is their secret blend of great seasonings for beef. But let's first talk about your ribeyes. Ribeyes are one of America's most favorite steaks. I was just the other day shopping in a grocery store and heard a woman say, I heard her turn to her husband, "I've got to have ribeyes," she said. And America's got a love affair with the ribeye. Tell us why.
Well, the ribeye, if you take a look, David, at the raw steak here, as I cut it just before we came on, you can see the marbleization through here. So remember, this is a Black Angus steak, USDA certified, but the nice part about it is every piece is hand selected. Every piece is also hand trimmed and hand cut. So we look at every piece, but as you see the marbling inside of that ribeye, that's what creates that flavor. Now, the ribeye is made up of 2 muscles, so you'll notice particularly on this steak, you've got the heart of the ribeye, and then you have the piece on top, which is called the decal. That decal is the most tender piece of meat you will ever eat.
Absolutely.
And the reason I say that is because it's somewhat of a delicate steak. When you put that steak on your grill, it's going to cook rather quick because it's so porous, it's so juicy and tender.
It's going to absorb the heat really quickly.
Yes.
So if you like your ribeyes, rare or medium rare, you don't want to cook them on there very long at all. I can tell you also, I recently visited Ray's meat facility in South Jersey. It is one of the most clean, pristine places I've ever been. We walked into one of the rooms where they were preparing the meat, and Ray said, "Do you notice the air smells a little different in here?" And I said, "Yes, I do." He said, "Look what's hanging from the ceiling." There were air scrubbers in the room, making sure that even the quality of the air was pristine where the meat was being prepared for packaging.
It is so critical that you know not just where your meat comes from, but where your meat is prepared. So in our butcher shops, we're aging this meat for 21 days.
And what does that do for us, Ray?
So that aging of this meat actually breaks down to the natural enzymes and inside that steak, which gives it the tenderness. It also creates the flavor that you get out of a great steak. These ribeye steaks are 8 ounces, so they're really a nice sized portion. It's typically what we cut for the restaurants all over the country. So for us, and for, it's my favorite. And
I've got to tell you, it melts on your tongue. Yes. This is the ribeye, you guys. This is the steak that is so juicy, so tender, so melt in your mouth. It's worthy of the happy dance. Happy dance. Mary, first one. Happy dance. Get it. Now, here's what you're getting. You're getting 8 of these 8-ounce Black Angus ribeye steaks, 21-day aged, meaning they are kept in a vacuum-sealed package on refrigeration, and what happens there is that those natural enzymes in the meat will naturally break down an already tender steak, making this so unbelievably tender, it will melt on your tongue. This is one of America's favorite steaks because of its tenderness, because of its juiciness, and now you're getting the signature Rastelli brand packet of seasonings. These seasonings are a beautiful blend. I can't tell you everything's in there because I don't even know, because Ray wouldn't tell me. But I can tell you I taste salt, pepper, delicious garlic, some other great herbs in there.
Yes.
What's really amazing about this is you can keep a good thing coming on auto delivery. Remember, there are places to buy steak, and then there's Rastelli. They are supplying meat to restaurants worldwide.
That is correct.
You all don't just supply restaurants all over the U.S. Obviously, that's a big and huge part of your business. But you're also shipping meat overseas to places that could buy their meat, honestly, from any place in the world. And they choose to buy it from Rastelli in New Jersey.
And we're so proud of that, but it starts really with, again, a great Black Angus steer, which gives us the flavor, gives us the marbling inside it, and then finally the tenderness. Aging that product is so important to be able to age that steak, and that's typically what you'll get in a great steakhouse. Most people that shop in a typical grocery store, they're basically, they're looking at a product that does not have that age. So you don't get the natural tenderization, the natural breakdown of the enzymes.
Exactly. I can tell you now over 500 sets are gone. If you want to keep a good thing coming, do auto delivery. On auto delivery, you're locking in this price. So even when the cost of beef rises,
Yes.
and it does more than it falls,
yes.
then you're going to lock in this price of $99.84, and you'll lock in the easy pay, and we'll ship it every 4 months for a year. So imagine having these in your freezer, and Ray, they come individually packaged, correct?
Yes,
individually frozen.
Yes, so every piece is individually vacuum packaged, and it actually is frozen. You'll be able to keep this in your freezer for up to 12 months without any deterioration of the product. And if you actually get in a pinch and you really wanted to take this product and you had to get it done in 5 minutes from freezer, just take the package under cold water, let water run over for less than 5 minutes, and you'll have a product that's defrosted, which would not have harmed the steak, and you're ready to go.
This ribeye is amazing. I can remember growing up, and when Mom would get ribeyes, it was a special occasion. Maybe it was payday. We didn't have a lot of money growing up, so Mom would wait till payday maybe, and it was a family dinner, so we were going to have maybe one dinner a month where we would have something really special. This was a ribeye she'd bring home, and she would tell us, "You guys, the ribeye is so tender. You've got such a juicy steak." And we would have it with her baked potatoes, and that was our treat meal once a month.
Yes.
When Mom would bring home those delicious steaks. This is what's so amazing. I have fewer than 500 of these left to go around. These are brand spanking new. We've never done the ribeye from Rastelli before. Trust me when I tell you, I have visited this gentleman's facility in New Jersey. It is one of the most beautiful meat processing facilities I've ever visited. It's pristine, clean. You could eat off the floor. It's so clean in there. And what's amazing about this is their commitment to quality beef and their commitment to doing things by the letter of the law,
Yes.
making sure that every customer's expectation is exceeded, not just met. They want to exceed your expectations so that you'll know you have bought and now served the finest steak you can buy. These are amazing, sir, and I'm proud to work with you.
One last thing.
Please.
Mom, I love you. Happy Mother's Day.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Happy Mother's Day. So this is M50737. Oh, I have a trivia question for you, Ray. Are you nervous?
Not at all.
Good. I like that.
As long as it has to do with meat.
Well, it has to do with food.
Okay.
All right. My trivia questions always have to do with my recipe, and today we're doing the grilled pineapple mojito.
Okay.
So your question has to do with pineapples, and it's true or false, so you got a 50-50 shot. All right. So true or false,